NFL collectors, Mark here, and today we're going to talk about New York Toy Fair. Yes, it has come and sadly gone, but the fantastic thing is they showed us tons of Joes. Not renders, not ideas, but actual in-hand figures. And we're going to go through what they showed off so you know what you might want to pick up in some of the pre-orders that are coming this March, because we could have almost maybe 14 pre-orders in March. Crazy times are here, all right? So let's get started. Now I want to start with the one that surprised me the most. When I saw the picture, I was like, wait, what is that? What is that? And before I get started, I got to say a special thank you to Full Forest, the Full Forest podcast. They're letting me use their pictures because they were lucky enough to be there to see it firsthand. Thank you guys. This is very awesome of you. But the one that surprised me when I saw it go in, I'm like, hey, what's that there in the corner? It's the exclusive Walmart 2-pack of G.I. Joe's Beachhead and Quick Kick, the Night Force versions. And I got to say, everyone's talking about how happy they are that Quick Kick finally has some clothes. Yeah, who goes into battle barefoot? Well, Quick Kick, because he's so awesome. But this is so cool because they have him decked out in his gear. But what's nice is he also has multiple heads. You actually have 3 heads. You got 2 of your traditional kind of Quick Kick heads. And then he's got a masked head too, which is super awesome. And he's got his nunchucks. He's got some other things as well. But it's really kind of cool to see him not in his naked self, which was cool. But for me, what got me is I'm a big Beachhead fan. And Beachhead in the Night Force version looks really cool, but I'm actually the most happy that they don't have that lame gun they gave him in the Retro line and the Cobra Island line. He's got a nice big old sniper rifle and it just looks amazing. Yeah, he's got his crossbow and there's some other things in there that comes in as well, but I'm just glad he gets a real gun versus one that doesn't look like it fits in the classified line. But that was super awesome. But also Walmart, who I think is winning right now, even though we're early in the video, but winning with coolness factor is they also have Crystal Ball. You know, the silliest, lamest, like, dude's got silver hair on the sides character when you were a kid going, all right, I think something's going on. Like when you were a kid going, is this what they mean by Jump the Shark? Well, they brought him back. And this time, he's goth cool with his lenticular shield. That means it like moves when you shake it around. But for me, it's the cool, like, how would I say this? Tripped out, hallucinogenic stuff that comes with it. Yes, he's got his little crystal ball that's there, but that crystal ball has like, I think a skull in it. I'm trying to kind of make it out. He's got his gun, but what's cool is his second head is kind of like, oh my gosh, you're tripping, you know what, and you're like, this crazy mask is there, and I can see how he could hypnotize people with that, which is awesome. So I got to give it to Walmart. They are totally hooked up when it comes to the exclusive figures, which is really nice. But the thing is, what they've been selling us, what they've been talking about us so much when it comes to the new lines is the mass device, right? And so what do they have for the mass device? What are you going to be collecting when you're there? Well, one, if you were back there in the day, you remember Breaker. Breaker came out early in the classified line with the RAM, and honestly, one of the best updates if you're looking for a OG 13, but updated way. I love it. I've got him. He's displayed. I opened that RAM right away, put him out there. Super cool. But this one, this Breaker, it's not, I can see why it's going to be a classified, not a retro, because he's not in his green shirt. He's not his old school one. He is like his Sunbow with the mass device. So he's got his gray jumpsuit on there, right? He has that. He's got the yellow mass device, so you have that. But what's cool, one, he's got the bubblegum chewing head for an extra head. But for me, it's the old school. He's got his helmet with the cable that connects to the backpack. I'm like, come on, that's what it's about. Give me that old school stuff in a new kind of way. And so he's one of the classified series ones, not retro. So you have that. Next up, if you're looking at the Mass Effect, you have the fantastic condiment-themed divers. Yes, the red and green divers from the Mass Device episodes. Yeah, and what's cool about these is if you have Torpedo or if you have the 60th anniversary diver, you know exactly what you're going to get here. Yeah, but what's kind of fun about it is they say that the head ball joint is going to be that you can pop off their head and put other Joe's heads on there so you can kind of recreate the episode, or you can have your water adventures when you're in the bathtub, or maybe you're in the hot tub, or maybe you're in the pool, but you can do that. But it is a 2-pack, which is kind of nice. I'll be honest, when I first saw this, I was like, I've already got Torpedo, and I did just order the diver because I heard a fantastic story about a SEAL that saw one of those and was really moved by it. So I'm going to probably pick these up. It has the laser rifles in there. It has the torpedo gun that you get with Torpedo, but it is kind of a cool thing, and you get the blue of the mass device. You have that, but probably the most popular, the most I would say has come so far from the render until what we're seeing in person is the snake eyes with the polar bear. When I saw this in the render, I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a polar bear, another animal kind of thing, and it's kind of another generic snake eyes. Like, how many snake eyes are we gonna get? But I will say the reason why I started this channel, one of the things my wife said is you have to get every snake eyes. So I'm gonna get this one. But once I saw it in person, when you really do get the, wow, this is exactly what he looked like in the cartoon. That's what you're getting there. What's cool is he's got multiple hands, and the pink ones glow in the dark apparently because it's the radioactive kind of things. But what's also cool is the polar bear. This bad boy will stand up on his haunches. He will stand up, be 9 inches tall. So he will be over the top of Snake Eyes or whoever you play with. And they have where he's got the arrow shot in the side. You can pull that out. But honestly, super cool. And they even have like a bear trap, all kinds of stuff. You know, for you timber fans, hint, hint, hint. You have that little Easter egg there for you. But super cool. I'm going to guess this is going to be the thing that is going to be the, I guess I would say, hardest to get in the secondary market. I see this one really kind of blowing up and being hard to find. So I'm going to hop on that one first day when it's released, whether it's March 4th, because that's one of the rumors that there's going to be some release March 4th and maybe then later at the month when there's the reveal. But honestly, there's a lot of cool things here. But let's think about the main line. We'll go into that one next. This is what you're going to find in all your usual places. You want to go, Big Bad Toy Store. You want to go to, Peddler's Post in Boulevard, Missouri, or Central Illinois Toys in Mount Zion, wherever you're going to go, Amazon, wherever. These are kind of the main things there. And probably one that you're probably going to notice right away is the odd similarity. I like to call it the Pedro Pascal Footloose. Now, Footloose, classic from back in the day, from the cartoon, from the characters, from the toys, Real American Hero line, awesome. They did a really great job with his M16, his outfit, everything there. He is spot on. Like, I don't know how they're going to make him retro, because this is like a really great job they've done here. But he does have that very uncanny resemblance to Pedro Pascal's head. Maybe they use it from one of his characters, because he's literally the Marvel line. He's got the Mandalorian line. You're going to have him in the Fantastic Four line. Why not put him there? Thank you for being a good-looking man, Pedro, because then we can use it all the time. But you got Footloose there. He's got his bazooka, his M16, a really nice time. Then you've got the Frag Viper. And the Frag Viper, that is a cool character. And they said, well, you got to wait till you take off his mask. And honestly, his mask is so cool, I probably will never take off his mask because that is an awesome mask. But underneath, it's a cyborg. That's why I can carry all these weights. And actually a really cool character. And they actually have some, not blast effects, but I guess you'd call it throwing effects that goes with it with those grenades he's going to be hurling. So that's really kind of a cool thing to check out. I like that one. Then we go into Darklon. And I want to say, for Darklon, I think when you were a kid and Darklon came out, that's when you realized, did they stop going with color coordination? Did they not know? Did they have leftover parts and put this bad boy together? Because you've got green tiger striped shirt, red and orange pants. He's got a black mask. What's going on here? But I'll be honest with you. This classified one, it's grew on me. I actually ordered the Darklon Real American Hero last week. Bolivar, that's one of the Peddler's Post. I ordered it from them. It's on its way here because I'm like, dude, this is cool. And what's nice about it has this traditional black mask because he's Destro's cousin, so they have to wear the masks on, right? But the secondary head looks like some kind of another Fever Dream. Like, what's with the Fever Dream hallucinogenics, Hasbro? You're doing a fantastic job with these sculpts. It's really nice. The guns, yes, it has a super huge sword, which is like straight out of Conan, I think. But then the Gatling gun that goes with it, that actually has a blast port for it, so you can put the blast effects in there. Thank you for that. I'm still bitter about the 2-pack we had with the Steel Corps Commander who had all the blast effects, all the things there, and then the Twilight Guard, which had nothing that would fit in there. But this Darklon, very, very cool. And then we have the award for the easiest to figure out what they're going to do when it comes out in Retro line, and that is Blowtorch. And Blowtorch, one of my favorite Real American Hero ones. That one did never. My parents, they tried to sell this stuff in the garage sales. I'm like, no, that bad boy stays. He's actually across the room right now in my office. Like, he is there on full display. Fantastic character. They brought him back and they updated him. And it is kind of cool. Like, they have where the mask can come off and his helmet comes off. And I'll be honest, his head looks like the head from the cartoon. Looks like the head from the original one. Fantastic job on that. The blast effects with it has kind of like a, I guess you call it like, there's torches like flamethrower kind of thing, but then there's like a fireball one, and then there's the I'm just waiting to shoot you little like pudgy one at the end of the flamethrower. But that is super cool. I gotta give it to them. This line, this is probably one of the best waves they've come out with in terms of overall quality and care. and just sticking to what we love about, Classified and G.I. Joe. Really great job with him there. I gotta give it to him for that. And then another one of the mainline ones that we saw a long time ago, and they've been telling us and tempting us with it for so long, is of course Law and Order. And Law and Order, I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I did not have them. But I kind of was one of those debating whether I want to get it or not. But I was a Mutt and Junkyard kind of guy, and Timber and Snake guys. I'm like, I feel like I'd be cheating on them if I had, Law and Order. But I'll be honest with this. Law and Order, I'm getting it. Because my dog looks just like this. Like, I'm like, oh, Brigadier, is that you? Like, it's my dog. And it's so cool to have the dog like in attack mode, also in a happy mode. But what's cool is if somebody like is a dog trainer, like they have the hand signals for the dog kind of stuff. That's really kind of cool. Also, his little microphone on the side comes off and he can talk to it and take it, and like they have hands to hold it. I mean, it's a really nice character. I mean, I'm really scared if it's 14 pre-orders. Well, it is what it is. Like, this is one of those cool things. Law & Order is very nice. Another thing that's coming out is the Snake armor. And I'll be honest, if you see the Snake armor, it's huge. Like, when you were a kid, you're like, oh, it's like you can put a character in there. It kind of stood there like that. But this time with the Snake armor, they're not messing around. This thing is huge. It actually folds down and opens up, and you put a character sitting inside. They said it's not going to fit like the big ones. Like, if I was going to do a custom version of myself, it would have to be, like Road Pig or somebody. He's not going to fit. But like smaller ones will go on there, and the little joysticks moves in there. It looks really cool. Some blast effects come with it. Some rockets, some different things you can put on there. A very cool one. I think this one is also going to be one that's going to like sell out and be very high priced on the secondary market. So I would pre-order this. If you're not sure, I would pre-order it if you can get it, because you don't have to pay like double the price later on. Like the poor people trying to get the Vamps now, they're like, I was in Chicago. It was like $250 for the Vamp with the thing. I'm like, I'm glad I got that right away. But this Snake armor just looks incredible. And the box art also is super, super legit. And then looking over, there's one thing they announced, I don't know, maybe in 2005. No, not that long ago, but the Cobra Claw. The glider thing, which I thought would have come out months ago, like sometime last year. But they have the claw with the pilot coming. The pilot's actually cool because there's 3 different heads for it. But I always like the red helmet on there. But you have that. It will actually work with other characters too. So you don't just have to use the pilot. You can use other ones there. That's kind of a cool one there. So I gotta respect it, man. They're putting out a lot of really great stuff. But the thing is, one thing that some people don't realize is like the 60th anniversary is transformed from the 60th anniversary, which were cool. The diver's on the way. I already have the infantry. I've got the sniper. And so it's like, hey, I like these legacy ones, and they're the 60th. Now they're calling it the legacy one. And dude, the legacy firefighter again. When you see them on the shots. Okay, Shooting the Galaxy did shots for this, for the the promo kind of stuff, and it just looks amazing. And the thing is, it's got the jaws of life from Ripper, right? But they also have like a silver blanket, and it was really cool because I was watching the Full Force podcast again, Rockstar. You look for somebody, follow them. They're awesome. And they give so much information. They got an interview with the team. They're like, yeah, people like to take pictures, and like you have the fire blanket. They have that with it. It's just like, it's like a huge collection of stuff that comes with it. So respect for the firefighters. I got a buddy of mine who's a firefighter. I'm going to pick this up for him too, and one for myself. Really cool. And it's not like barbecue redone. That was one thing I was like, when they did the diver, I'm like, it's just a redo of Torpedo. Just like the red and green, or the red and yellow stuff. This is like its own thing, which is really cool. Yeah, there are some repeating parts, like the Ripper's Jaws of Life. But honestly, just a super, super cool figure, all right? Now, next up, we have the Retro line. And I've heard online some people are a little upset with some stuff with this set of Retro line. It happens. It's okay. But I want to keep things positive here. I will mention some things, but the art on the retro cards are a little lacking, let's say. Now, the Televiper, though, and they have the Televiper coming out. Televiper is legit. Now, I think it's going to be hard for me to pick this one up because the Televiper they did for the Trouble Bubble was so good that I don't know if I need one. The big difference is, you can see his arms. The other thing is got 3 heads, and along the heads it'll have like sayings across its the kind of glasses on there, the goggles on there, so that's kind of cool. Cover Girl's there, and this is the Cover Girl you remember from the show, and not necessarily the one you got with the Wolverine. And what's cool, she comes with 2 heads. She got her sledgehammer because she works on tanks, right? Got to get those treads back on there. But also, what's cool is they have the 2 heads, and I'm going to actually use one of those, probably the hat one. I'm going to put that on the Cover Girl from the old Cover Girl, the original Classified one, because that head wasn't that great. That's before they really started nailing it. right? So you have that there, but she's a cool figure. And then there's Flint. And to say I'm like Flint's shotgun and I'm pumped for this one, huh? I am. This Flint, this retro Flint, this is what I've been waiting for. I'll be honest with you, I probably would have started the classified line earlier as opposed to just grabbing a few figures if the Flints weren't so blasé. Because we all love Flint. He was the head of the show back in the day. We loved him when he was there. And this is him. Like, this is like really is legit. The retro version of Flint is fantastic. It's exactly what I've been looking for. Though people will point out the artwork on the retro card is, let's see, I've heard things from, it's AI generated. It's the Temu artist or the Wish artist versus the Amazon artist thing there. Or did you not get the good kid in junior high to paint it? You got the bad kid to make it. I mean, look, I don't care about the cards because I open. I'm an opener. I'm a box opener. I want them out. I want to feel them. I don't play with them. I want them out there. I want to do all those things. But this Flint is telling me, yo, Joe, you want to have me. And he does. The pump shotgun's there. The look is there. His beret comes off. Fantastic. I always wondered how great his hair was. And yep, dude's got great hair. Unlike me, who has no hair. So I got to respect him for that. All right. So those are the ones they released and kind of stuff. These are the ones that probably, I don't know for sure, but these are the ones that are probably going to be like on pre-order in March. So watch out, Wallet. Well, it's pre-order, so they don't always charge you right away, but be ready for that. And then also they announced the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. And I have a video on that. You can watch that to go through it, but it is Cold Slither. What's cool about it, they didn't show the figures, but you can see the figures online. They're available, widely available out there. IGN had an article about it. But the box that holds the 4 figures is like the stage in Springfield, right? They got some cool stuff around the box, the gem, the Easter egg in there, the Average Joe's band in there too. But what's cool is you got Zartan, Buzzer, Torch, Ripper. They're all there with their instruments, the guitars, the keytar, the drums, like all the fun stuff. But this is a fun San Diego Comic-Con, and I think this is a better use of San Diego Comic-Con than like Once Man Cobra Commander, which is a cool figure, but it's an affordable figure people can get, and that sold out crazy. But this is a bigger thing, like an exclusive, like, okay, I really feel I got something special from this one. And it's not something that's for everybody. If you're like, I'm a diehard, so I'm going to get it. I make videos, I'm going to get it. But I can understand other people going, you know what, I'm going to lay off this because this is going to be a pricey piece. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be a pricey one. And I can see people like laying off of it, but also, if you didn't get the episodes, if you weren't a Dreadnoughts fan, you probably are going to pass on it. But I love the retro factor of it. It just looks like such a fun piece to have. So something to kind of think about. But these were the things they had at San Diego Comic-Con. I know this is a long video talking about, but I didn't know they were going to announce and show up 14, 18, a bajillion things. So I just want to say thank you to all of you out there. If you do like this video, do like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. I want to bring a positive spin to G.I. Joe and the G.I. Joe reviews so we can have some fun times here. And I just want to say a special thanks to everybody that shared their pictures with me, Full Force. Thank you so much for those, and everyone else. Rockstar out there. And good luck hunting those new Joes and Cobras out there because it's going to be a crazy March. Bye, everybody.